All right, good evening, PA Figs and Mrs. PA Figs here. So, we're going to try something new tonight and do a live broadcast and see how it goes. When I scheduled it, I wasn't even thinking about the storm that was coming, and we got hammered pretty good today. So, you're going to see as we go into the backyard, especially, what the tropical storm did today. So, um, Teresa's having some technical difficulties over here. She's listening to an anti-Joe Biden campaign. Atta girl. All right, so let me turn this around. All right, so we're gonna do the front tour while she figures that out. So starting in the front here, coming out of the front door, we have JH Adriatic, or Adriatic JH. Hit hard by the freeze this year. Figs are coming along. I'm pretty sure there's no way any of those are going to ripen. So we're going to have to probably just prune those off or pinch them off. So, hey, Chris and Astrid, all the way from Mexico. Probably a lot warmer there right now than it is here. Well, it's a beautiful day, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So moving on, we have a Calderona de Miner. This is the one I thought I lost, and you can see it had died back all the way to the roots, but quite a bit of growth, which has been nice. And if anybody has any questions about any of these as I go here, feel free to put a message in the chat. I know Teresa is over here monitoring it.
I figured it out.
Hi, Derek. Yep, Calderona Ramada. And you can see, I don't know if there's any figs on this one. There's one just starting up there, but you can see the wood has that typical Ramada wood to it. But I do not see any figs to show you on this one. All right, let's keep moving on. A lot of figs to show here. Oh, sorry about that, little connection issue. So this is Negro Ramada, and you can see the fruit are starting to get and starting to form on here. A little bit of variegation. It's a very rare fig. Absolutely delicious. The video it was either yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday actually, on one of the fruit I got off of the tree I have in the greenhouse.
This is the DNR. Derek said he just got this. Can't wait to taste it.
Oh, I can't see it. Well, Teresa said there's a comment coming through. What was it, Teresa?
Nothing.
What was it?
No, I was just reading real time. It just said, Derek said he finally got his BNR. Can't wait to taste it.
Very nice. All right, Derek. Yeah, you're gonna love it. It's a really, really top tier fig.
And Astrid said he's been raining and his figs are splitting and having mold inside.
Oh, that's never good. Okay, so this is black Madera. This is my big black Madera, and these were.
Going in and out.
Yeah, I was connected to my Wi-Fi. Hopefully, it's good now. I don't know that many of these are gonna ripen, but we will see. We'll keep track of them here. All right. So yeah, Derek, hopefully I fixed the video problem, because I had my Wi-Fi on and stepped outside. It wasn't good. But yeah, black Madera, this is in a large self-watering pot, one of the few 55-gallon barrels cut in half that I still have. I got rid of a lot of them because they were just too much to carry in each year. Each of those weighs quite a bit, and to carry them in and out was just really, really tough. Over here we have a Ronde de Bordeaux, commonly referred to as RDB. Not many fruit on this guy this year. I think I root pruned it last year, and I don't know if that affected it. It did get hit a little bit by the early freeze, and that may have done it too, but normally this tree is loaded, and it's very, very bare this year. Nicely, but there is absolutely no way that these guys are going to ripen by the end of the year here. And you're asking about keeping the figs in the driveway here on the pavement. So far, it's actually been very, very good. It's a nice, smooth platform, nice and level. I haven't had to worry about them falling over. We will see how ripening goes. The front side of my house here, you can see the sun is setting behind it, so it gets morning sun, which makes all the plants look real healthy. The leaves are nice and clean for the most part, but they don't get as much sun as the backyard does, and I have to wonder if that's going to affect the timing of my fruit ripening. All right, now I'm starting to get into some of the trees that even I forget what they are. Calderona de Miner, just some small fruit on here. I don't know that these guys are going to ripen by the end of the season. It's going to be close, to say the least. This guy, if I remember correctly, and as the season goes on, these trees get bigger, it's always harder to find the tags, and with today's storm, I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of them got knocked off, because I don't see one on here. But this is the Calderona de Miner, a very, very good fig from last year. I might get some of these guys to ripen, especially that guy here. A very new fig. I haven't seen a lot of them out there. There's a lot of minor figs, but I don't know about the Calderona de Miner. I know I gave one to Amy, so she may have the only other one that at least I'm aware of in the US. But a very good fig, and hoping to get some ripe figs off of it this year. I do need to figure out, I think I have the perfect branch for an air layer. I really do need to propagate that to keep that going. Okay, next is my Maltese Beauty. These produce beautiful round purple, dark purple figs, and I'm interested to try these in the driveway this year because in years past the SWD does impact these significantly, and I haven't gotten really good ripening out of them due to that. And I'm hoping both the heat from the driveway and a little bit more airflow on both sides of these figs will help prevent SWD. Alright, the next tree is an I-258. And it's strange, all of the bottom branches, the smaller branches on here, that I was actually going to keep those and cut this big one to get this thing a little bit smaller, but this big branch is the only one that has figs on it. So I don't know how much I want to cut this back this year, but it's just getting too tall. Again, it's beginning of August. These figs need at least 2 more months. I'm not sure they'll ripen. It's going to be close. And lastly is my large Pretzell, which is doing extraordinarily well considering that it died back with that freeze that we had in, what was that? Probably late, mid-May, I think it was, if I remember correctly. And it's putting a lot of fruit. Almost no chance that any of these will ripen before the end of the season. A smart man would pick these off, or pinch these off, and let the tree concentrate on growth. But I'll probably leave a few on just to, see how they do this year. Hey Damien, I'm glad to hear you like figs too. That's what the channel is all about. Alright Teresa, we gotta look at these guys over here. Oh, by the way, there's my peach tree. You can see that it's the storm actually didn't treat it as poorly as I would have thought, but it is loaded with peaches that are almost ripe. Won't be long now. Alright, over here is what I refer to as my fig graveyard, where the figs go to either die or work their way back into life. And over here is an I-258. You can see it is coming back from the roots, and there's okay, that's not good. There's a little bit of branch growth. Some of these got stripped by the storm today. I do have an air layer on here. I checked it the other day. Unfortunately, roots have not taken fully, but the cup doesn't move when I pull on it, so it's definitely starting to form. A Genovese Nero, which as far as I can tell is the same as I-258. There's the leaf patterns side by side. Fruit were identical. We're continuing to track them separately so that we can see how they do. And then, I don't know if Kai is watching, but Kai, here is the Negro Ramada. You can see the striped figs on it that I had set aside to see if you wanted. And it's a pretty big tree. Here, Teresa, stand by that tree so we can see the height on it, will you? So it's a pretty big tree. I know you were looking for something smaller, but let me know. And then my Texas Everbearing, white Texas Everbearing, really got hammered this year. It's coming back. I'll probably cut the big trunks off and just keep this little one here. We'll see how it does. All right, where'd she go? Let's head to the backyard through the side house, or side of the house. Yep. All right, so the front of the yard didn't have much damage from the storm. Can't even really tell. It must have been the way. Okay, you can see Teresa's flowers are bent over pretty good, but not too bad. Let's go take a look at the back, or the side yard on the way to the back, because I have a feeling it's going to get worse as we go around the side of the house here. Alright, so a couple trees didn't make it. I think this is my green... Nope, Calderona de Miner. Died all the way back. It's a goner.
There's a lot of grass.
I think I have to weed this one. What do you think, Teresa?
I think so.
Brogio Nero got hit by the freeze pretty good. These figs will not ripen. Brogio Nero is a long ripening fig. Some of these I can't even remember what they are. I think this was a Chicago Hardy, and right behind it on the side of the house is my only, well, I have two in-ground figs. This is the one that only really does well, and it comes back every year up against this house strong. Ripens several fruit. Most of them don't ripen in time still, however. And then this is a passion fruit vine we planted, hoping to get passion fruit. Don't ever plant passion fruit if you live in Pennsylvania, because it takes over. I've tried to kill it. It's supposed to be an annual, but
oh my God, we can't get rid of it.
can't get rid of it. And it spreads and chokes off, you know, just about everything. So, all right, there's not much to see on the side of the yard. A lot of these figs were figs that got hit by the freeze, and they're not going to ripen. So I'm not going to spend too much time over here. You can see here's a tree that got knocked down by the storm today. Ready, Trees? Okay.
Drip line stay in it?
Drip line stayed in. That's still good to go. I'm stuck. All right.
That's the vine.
It's that dragon fruit. Or passion fruit, I mean. We do have some grapes. They're doing better this year than they've ever done before. If anybody on the stream grows grapes, let me know, because mine tend to either drop or shrivel up. You can see some of them on there, black and shriveled up. I don't have real good luck with grapes. What I do have luck with are black raspberries. No, not black raspberries. Sorry, triple crown thornless raspberries.
These are amazing.
You can see, I mean, the size of them. I got one right here for you. You want your own?
Oh,
Okay.
These yesterday.
And Fisher sort of treats them like ice cubes and chases them around for a while before he eats them. He doesn't devour them like he does figs, but if you ever want to plant a good blackberry, the triple crown blackberry, it's large, very few seeds, and is absolutely delicious. So Astrid asked, what do we do with the figs that won't ripen? Are they useful in any way? So the answer is, I don't do... Boy, I got a problem over here, but I don't do much with them. What I'll usually do is pick them off, put them in a bucket, and compost them. Some people, however, will cook them. So you can actually cut them open and put them in a pan and cook them, and they will become edible. And you can make either like a... Not like a jam, but like a... Teresa, what would you call that? Like a chutney? Yeah, like a compote or a chutney out of them, if you wanted to do that with your unripe figs. Alright, let's move into the backyard. Can't go that way. We're going to have to go through here. Let's see. Oh, I'm stuck.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, booby trap. Here is the Negro Ramada that I got from Amy. Thank you, Amy. And you can see a striped fig forming on that there. In the greenhouse is one of the Bordeaux Negro Ramadas. This is the one that I got the ripe fig off of. You can see it's loaded. I do need to keep an eye on this one though. I've been spraying it, trying to get the pests off of it, mealybugs in particular. But they are very resilient little buggers for sure. And then a Violet de Bordeaux. And then Kai, if you're watching, there is the RDB. Still thriving in here in the greenhouse. Got some pests on it I'll have to, get rid of, but it's there for you. All right, let's get out of the greenhouse. Not a lot to see in here. It gets too hot in the greenhouse, and the bugs are a problem because the humidity stays a little bit higher in there. All right. You can see that storm did a dandy on my orchard. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go through here, pick all of these up, but we can at least go through and see what might be right.